The moment Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court for Team USA's senior women's national team, you could feel the energy shift. Coach Kara Lawson's words were simple but loaded with meaning. She looked good on both ends, yet that understated praise barely scratches the surface. Clark didn't just look good, she dominated. Every newcomer, even someone as talented as Angel Reese, suddenly felt the weight of her presence. Sue Bird, managing director of Team USA, couldn't hide her excitement. Watching Clark push the pace, sink knockdown threes, and sink effortlessly with Aliyah Boston. Bird could already envision her in the starting lineup. After a season plagued by injuries, the young phenom had proven something extraordinary. She was 100% healthy, fully confident, and ready to lead Team USA toward gold in 2026. For Clark, this return wasn't just about basketball. It was about redemption, proving that the setbacks of her sophomore season couldn't define her. "I felt like myself out there," she admitted after practice, a small smile lighting up her face. That smile, simple but genuine, reflected months of frustration, pain, and relentless training. The whispers started immediately in the basketball world. Could she truly come back from this injury-laden season? Would her historic rookie year have been a one-time wonder? But every dribble, every pass, and every shot she took on that first day answered those questions louder than words ever could. Clark wasn't just back, she was better, sharper, and hungrier. By the end of practice, it was clear Caitlin Clark wasn't returning to simply participate. She was returning to lead, to dominate, and to reshape Team USA's future. And for anyone watching closely, the message was unmistakable. Brace yourselves, because the GOAT is back. Day 2 of Team USA camp was when Caitlin Clark truly announced her return to the world. From the first whistle, it was obvious she wasn't just healthy, she was unstoppable. Clark pushed the tempo like a seasoned veteran, weaving through defenders with a confidence that left coaches and teammates in awe. Every dribble, every drive, every pinpoint pass reminded everyone why she had rewritten the record books during her rookie season. The chemistry between Clark and Aliyah Boston became an instant highlight. They moved like a well-oiled machine, anticipating each other's movements without a word. Clark's passes threaded through defenders as if guided by some invisible force, landing perfectly in Boston's hands at just the right moment. The result? Easy buckets, fast breaks, and a tempo that other players struggled to match. Coach Lawson and Sue Bird exchanged knowing glances. The future starting lineup was practically writing itself. What stood out most wasn't just her skill, it was her joy. Clark's grin never left her face. After months of injuries and frustration, she was finally back to doing what she loved most, on her terms. "My main goal for today was just to smile and have fun," she admitted, and that energy was infectious. Her teammates followed her lead, making smarter cuts, setting stronger screens, and trusting her to reward good movement with perfect passes, even as other guards fought to impress. Clark's team-first mentality set her apart. She elevated everyone around her, transforming the court into a playground where every pass, every assist, every movement was both calculated and effortless. It wasn't just about scoring, it was about leadership, vision, and presence. By the end of the session, one thing was clear. Caitlin Clark had returned not just as a player, but as the heartbeat of Team USA. The whispers of doubt were silenced. The injuries, forgotten. The skeptics, watching in awe. Clark had reclaimed her place, and the basketball world was taking notice. Before the injuries, Caitlin Clark was rewriting the history books. Her rookie season was nothing short of historic. 62 records shattered. Triple-doubles, half-court shots, and a court vision that seemed decades ahead of her age. Every WNBA game became a showcase of her brilliance. And the league quickly realized they had a generational talent in their midst. Fans, coaches, and teammates alike were captivated by her fearless play, her ability to score from anywhere, and her knack for making everyone around her better. Then came the sophomore, Susanna, nightmare of injuries that tested her patience, strength, and mental fortitude. One injury led to another, and Clark found herself sidelined for nearly 5 months. It was an isolating period, watching from the bench as the game she loved moved forward without her. Clark described it perfectly. It was one, then a little better, then it continued to compound. And other things popped up, the frustration, the uncertainty. And the fear of losing her momentum could have broken anyone, but not Clark. Instead, she leaned on her team, the trainers, and her development staff, expressing gratitude for their relentless support. They invested time, energy, and belief in her ability to return stronger. Clark wasn't just fighting to play again. She was fighting to reclaim herself, to prove that her rookie magic wasn't a one-time wonder. Every rehab session, every incremental improvement was a step toward the comeback that would redefine her career. When Clark finally returned to Team USA camp, the stakes were monumental. She wasn't just trying to make the roster. She was auditioning for the 2026 World Cup and the 2028 Olympics, proving to herself and the world that setbacks would never define her. The nerves were there, but so was the determination. She wasn't just returning. She was ready to dominate, to inspire, and to remind everyone why Caitlin Clark is more than a player, she's a force of nature. The moment Caitlin Clark stepped onto the Team USA practice court, all eyes were on her. After months away due to injury, the question wasn't just if she could play, it was if she could dominate like the rookie phenom she once was. From the first dribble, it was clear Clark hadn't missed a beat. Her step-back threes fell effortlessly. Her passes sliced through defenders with precision. Her court vision looked sharper than ever. Coach Kara Lawson watched, astonished. She looked good on both ends, Lawson said. But anyone who witnessed Clark in action knew that simple statement didn't capture the electricity she brought. Every movement radiated confidence. Every play demonstrated her mastery of the game. She wasn't just back, she was elevated. Clark's chemistry with Aliyah Boston became the talk of camp. The two Indiana Fever teammates instinctively knew each other's timing, running plays that others couldn't anticipate. A quick pass, a perfect cut, layup finished. These were moments of seamless connection that transformed ordinary practice into a showcase of elite teamwork. The court seemed to bend around Clark's decisions. She dictated tempo, accelerated fast breaks, and drew defenders, creating opportunities for her teammates with surgical precision. Beyond the technical brilliance, her joy was contagious. "My main goal today was just to smile and have fun," Clark admitted, and her grin never left her face. That energy spread to every player around her, lifting the team's performance and forcing them to elevate their own game. Even the veterans took notice. Where nerves and competition typically dominate camp dynamics, Clark's presence redefined the environment. She wasn't just asserting herself. She was shaping the team's future, reminding everyone why she's considered the cornerstone of USA basketball. The comeback wasn't only physical, it was emotional. A powerful statement that Caitlin Clark had returned. Stronger, faster, and more determined than ever. As practice progressed, the competition for Team USA spots grew more intense. But one thing became undeniably clear. Caitlin Clark was in a league of her own. Every other guard hustled to make an impression, trying to prove their worth. But Clark didn't just play, she elevated everyone around her. Her teammates moved with purpose, knowing that if they got open, Clark would find them. Every pass, every assist, every fast break showcased her leadership on and off the ball. Angel Reese, usually a rising star herself, found herself in an unexpected position. The rookie who had dazzled fans in the WNBA struggled to match Clark's tempo and vision, while Clark was threading perfect passes to Aliyah Boston and finding Jackie Young cutting to the basket. Reese's opportunities seemed smaller, her impact less visible. The subtle tension was palpable, and coaches began to notice. Clark wasn't just outperforming. She was redefining what it meant to be indispensable on this team. Sue, and the coaching staff couldn't hide their admiration. Each time Clark made a precise pass or drained a deep three, their nods and smiles said it all. Clark wasn't just showing skill, she was showing maturity, poise, and a deep understanding of the game. The chemistry she displayed with Boston, a connection built over an entire WNBA season, made plays look effortless. As if the duo had been playing together for years, Clark's approach went beyond personal stats. While others focused on individual shine, she prioritized the team's success. She made sure every teammate felt involved, rewarding good cuts with perfect passes and setting the tone for a fast-paced, efficient offense. The message was loud and clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just here to play, she's here to lead, to inspire, and to dominate Team USA's next decade. By the end of practice, the hierarchy was obvious. Clark had locked in her role, and the starting point guard spot was all but guaranteed. The camp wasn't just about finding a roster. It was about witnessing the rise of a leader who would shape the future of USA basketball. Caitlin Clark's presence on the court was magnetic. From the moment practice started, it was clear she wasn't just playing, she was orchestrating. Her energy was contagious, spreading to every player around her. Young teammates, inspired by her focus and determination, began running harder, cutting sharper, and setting smarter screens. It was as if Clark's confidence created a ripple effect, elevating the entire squad. The connection between Clark and Aliyah Boston was particularly electric. The two Indiana Fever teammates seemed to communicate without words. Clark would grab a defensive rebound, scan the floor, and in a heartbeat, deliver a pass perfectly timed and angled for Boston's cut to the basket. Every successful play reinforced their trust in each other, and that trust radiated outward. Teammates saw it, felt it, and started anticipating passes and plays before they even unfolded. Coach Kara Lawson and Sue Bird watched intently, their admiration evident. Clark's court vision, her quick decisions, and her ability to read defenses reminded them of the elite players she had been compared to since her rookie year. But this wasn't just talent, it was leadership. Clark wasn't commanding attention with ego. She was earning respect with intelligence and empathy. She encouraged, she guided, and she ensured every teammate felt valued and involved, even in moments where her shots didn't fall. Her influence never wavered. Clark's ability to push the tempo and create opportunities made her teammates' efforts count. Jackie Young's layups, Boston's post finishes, and even role players' contributions looked sharper because Clark elevated them. It wasn't just about individual brilliance. It was about team dominance built around her presence by the end of the session. It was clear Caitlin Clark cemented herself as more than a star player, she was the heartbeat of Team USA. Her return to full health was not just a relief, it was a statement. This team's future, their chances at gold in 2026 and 2028, would be defined by her leadership vision, an unwavering commitment to excellence. When Caitlin Clark touched the ball, the court seemed to respond to her. Every dribble, every step-back three, and every pass was a masterclass in precision. Analysts and coaches alike were in awe as she effortlessly stretched defenses, creating scoring opportunities that others could only dream of. Her ability to read the game went beyond instinct. It was an intuitive sense of timing and space. Clark's shooting was breathtaking. Even defenders closing in, she calmly drained shots from NBA range distances, keeping the opposition on edge. But it wasn't just about points. It was about efficiency and vision. She saw lanes that didn't exist, threading passes through traffic to find teammates in perfect scoring positions. Each assist wasn't just a stat, it was a statement that her team could trust her. Judgment implicitly, even in moments when the shot didn't fall, Clark remained a threat. Her gravity on the court commanded attention, pulling defenders toward her and opening lanes for others. Jackie Young, Aliyah Boston, and Cameron Brink all benefited from her awareness, moving with confidence because they knew Clark would reward smart play. Her ability to lift everyone around her was as impressive as her individual skill. Clark's court intelligence, combined with her physical prowess, made her an unstoppable force. Her speed, agility, and timing had returned in full, a testament to her resilience after an injury-plagued season. It wasn't just a comeback. It was a reminder that she was still and, perhaps more than ever, the engine driving her. Team success beyond her physical skills, Clark's leadership was subtle but unmistakable. She mentored younger teammates, sharing insights and encouraging them to make the right decisions under pressure. Her communication on the court, calling screens, directing rotations, and signaling tempo changes demonstrated maturity rarely seen in a player so early in her career. Her relationship with veterans was equally important. Rather than competing for spotlight, Clark's approach fostered collaboration. She recognized experience, but showed that her confidence and abilities demanded respect. The energy she brought to practice elevated not just performance, but morale. Players felt inspired, motivated to match her intensity, and to embrace teamwork over individual glory. This team-first mentality extended to every play. Clark rewarded effort, vision, and smart movement with precise passes, ensuring her teammates shined as much as she did. In doing so, she cultivated a culture of accountability and trust. The chemistry she built in minutes of practice would translate to games, creating a cohesive unit ready to dominate internationally. Sue Bird and Coach Lawson watched in approval. Noting that Clark's return to health was only the beginning, she wasn't just back, she was better, stronger, and prepared to lead Team USA to future championships. Her influence was shaping the next generation, setting standards for commitment, resilience, and excellence that would define the team for years. Caitlin Clark's return wasn't merely personal, it was pivotal for Team USA's future. Her dominance at camp left no doubt. She was the cornerstone around which the team would build. The starting point guard role was hers, not by default, but by merit, skill, and leadership. Every move on the court reflected vision, confidence, and a drive that inspired teammates to elevate their games. The roster decisions became clear, with Clark orchestrating plays, Jackie Young at shooting guard, Kalia Copper on the wing, Darka Hamby at power forward, and Aliyah Boston anchoring the post. The team had a balanced lineup built around her strengths. Clark wasn't just playing. She was designing opportunities, maximizing talent, and preparing her teammates to perform at peak levels. Her comeback also sent a message to the broader basketball world. Injuries, setbacks, and doubts could not define her. She returned stronger, smarter, and fully ready to lead in the 2026 World Cup and 2028 Olympics. Clark's influence extended beyond stats. She shaped team culture, defined roles, and exemplified resilience. Ultimately, Caitlin Clark's impact at Team USA camp was more than skill, it was vision realized. She had transformed her personal triumph into a shared advantage, ensuring the team was ready to compete at the highest level. For coaches, teammates, and fans, Clark's return was a beacon of hope, signaling the dawn of a new era for USA basketball, led by one undeniable superstar.
Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into Hollywood's hidden history.